Let's go. Shama, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Blue Belt Combat Sports with your boy Neil Patel and Zachary William Abraham Mansk.
William Defoe, man, it's dude. What's up?
Nah, it's Abraham Mansk because of Bam Bam.
Yeah,
Bam Bam kills lonely. You guys need another Abraham in the family.
yeah. Named Abraham after Lincoln. Just saying.
Yeah. But yeah, man. Shama.
Chomp, chomp.
Shama. What a great fight.
Really did. Truly. Oh, I thought it was a pretty good event too. And there was
Did
some.
you watch the whole event or did you guys skip a lot of it or what happened?
Oh, we watched it.
Did you watch it all at Ray's?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Ray. I don't know his full name, but shout out to him.
Shout out to the game. Yeah, no, I was just at his house. We watched it. Had a few people over. It's cool.
Was Sam there?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Let's talk about the
Let's start with the actual fights, dude.
Blue Belt combat sports moments. So yeah,
But
I totally did not forget to put on my shit again. Oh wait.
there you go.
uh this is just a byproduct of that. But anyway, yeah, man. Pereira, he said he saw it in the locker room that Yuri was always paying attention to the calf kick. So he went for the high kick and it worked. He got a switch kick high kick, which is a very difficult kick. As someone who is very shitty, my roundhouse kicks on my back leg when I'm orthodox is fine, but when I try doing a switch kick, I am awful. And to do a switch kick to high kick in that short amount of time, goddamn, Pereira is such a good kickboxer.
Yeah, no, he was great. I saw the same thing. I'm like, damn, it's crazy. He just caught him with that. But he
But like
got
to be able to do it in that quick time frame is insane too.
Yeah, man, he got him when he was vulnerable too. I mean, he was already rocked coming off the end of the first round.
Yeah,
He got dropped super hard.
he would have been knocked out.
Yeah, I mean, you can give him another 3 seconds there. Yeah,
He wasn't recovered at the end. Like when he got second round started, he was still wobbly.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But no, I mean, he looked good though. I mean, his takedown defense was improved. I mean, he was just stuffing him whole first round,
hmm
clipped him
I
when separated, and
I
that's it.
credit Kayla Harrison a little bit for that. She's been teaching him a lot of judo.
Yeah, no, I mean, the guy improves every time he comes out. So it's like, fuck, how are you gonna beat this guy?
He's gonna be wrestling for the next 6 months for Uncle Live now.
He's gonna need to.
Yeah.
Because it's definitely the biggest threat wrestling wise.
Dude,
Just
it's
division.
that dude is by far the best wrestler in that division. It's not even close in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I think they'll definitely give him the biggest grappling threat he's come across so far.
hmm
No, I mean, he's smoked Prohaska though. Good for him. Got two title defenses at 205 now, carrying
Can
the UFC.
I ask you, so let me ask you this. If Yuri and Ankalaev fought, do you think Yuri could beat him?
I mean, sure, he could beat him, but like, I don't know. Yeah, it's a completely different matchup.
That's true. I'm just like wondering like how is Alex's game gonna match up well with Ankalaev's? Because Ankalaev's not a risky striker. He is cold and calculated.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. I think. I mean, Uncle could definitely catch him. He definitely has the ability to catch him. But I mean, Yuri's wild and unconventional, and he disrupts people's rhythm. And Pereira's just cold enough to where he just doesn't. He's not phased by that. I mean, he's got a wealth of experience in kickboxing and just fighting at the top level of the UFC since he's fucking been here.
hmm
So I don't know.
It's gonna be the matchup to watch. Because if Alex gets past Ankalaev, like we all agree, Ankalaev's the next clear-cut contender for this title.
Right.
Like people were saying he should have gotten the shot before Yuri, but it is what it is. Yuri's former champion. He beat Rakic, who's top five. So it's like, okay, fuck it. We'll give Yuri the shot.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah. So now it's like, all right, well, Uncle Ives next. Like, there's no one else. Jan's injured. Jan had shoulder surgery in January. and he had like a second one in March, so like he's still rehabbing. He's out. Jamal Hill's not gonna get that title shot. Yuri obviously just got knocked out, so like him and Jamal Hill are probably gonna be not available, and then Rakic is obviously not there, so there's no one else. It's
Yeah, I
Ankalaev.
mean he's gonna fight Ankalaev. There's no question about that. Very. I mean that'll be an very interesting style matchup. I mean he definitely poses the biggest grappling threat that he's faced so far.
He
I still,
also is Southpaw.
yeah, I mean I still give him the advantage in striking.
Hmm.
He could definitely knock Ankalaev out. So I don't think it's like a foregone conclusion that Ankalaev's the guy who dethrones him, but who knows, man? He can knock out Ankalaev too and move up to heavyweight
Yeah.
or make some history. That's what he's.
Yeah, I mean, like I don't know what Ankalaev can do just to like help him out because the problem with Ankalaev is that he's not very his fight IQ is very terrible. I will say that.
Yeah, he does make mistakes, but I mean,
Like,
I think just what makes it an interesting matchup isn't his fight IQ; it's the fact that he has a more proficient ground game than anybody that Alex has fought so far.
yeah, Jan's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, Jan's good, and that was his toughest fight.
Yeah. But I mean, it's also like Ankalaev out wrestled the shit out of Jan, so I mean, yeah, it's like, you know, you fought a 400-pound
Look,
gorilla. Now you're about to
MMA
fight an
math does
800-pound
not work,
gorilla.
bro.
Huh?
You, the sooner you drop the MMA math, the better. I mean, that just does
No,
not
I'm
work.
just, I'm just saying though,
The guy.
yeah, Jan is a pretty good wrestler, but like Ankalaev's an even better wrestler, so it's like you're gonna have to really work on your takedown defense because Jan was able to take you down.
Mhm.
I'm not saying, oh, because Alex beat him, he can beat him. I'm just saying one guy's a good wrestler, the other guy's a better wrestler. So it's like you gotta work on it even more now.
Yeah, I hear you. But yeah, no, congrats to Politan,
Yeah,
Cham,
man.
or Shama, how the
If
fuck.
if he if he beats Ankalaev, do you think he should go up to heavyweight after, or should he stay and defend at light heavyweight?
I mean, I think he looks best at light heavyweight, but I mean, he's gonna go up after he beats if and when he beats Ankalaev.
Mm-hmm. Because that would be three, and usually it's like three title defenses. You'll get a shot at the next guy in the division above, which is John Jones.
Yeah, yeah, but then they still have to let the winner of they still have to let the winners of you know Aspinall and Blades fight the winner of Jones and Miocic, which they're just hell bent on doing.
Yeah,
So
but you could also see the UFC be like, fuck it, we'll give Pereira John Jones instead of
yeah, I
Aspinall.
mean, sometimes they go rogue and they just do whatever they want. So,
Yeah, but like
but yeah,
we'll
congrats
see.
on them. Good for
I
him.
I think Yuri needs to take a year off.
Yeah, and it's a rough knockout. So I mean, hopefully he'll bounce back. He'll be fine.
He's young. He's only 31, so I would take a year off. Just train, and then I think he should on his way back fight like I don't know one of the guys 6 through 10. Hell, he'll probably be back, and Krylov will still not have fought.
Where's Nikki Thrills? Where you at, Krillov?
Dude,
Nah.
Krylov hasn't fought since March 2023, and this man is still ranked number 6. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know.
Marvin Vettori hasn't fought since last June, and he's still ranked. And what's his last one? Michael Chandler hasn't fought, and he's still ranked. Dominic Reyes then again was ranked, and he didn't fight for like a year and a half. So,
Yep. Right. Diego Lopez and the surprise opponent of Dan Ige.
dude, 3 hour notice, insane.
I think he said I don't know if it's a record or what, but I mean this is the shortest one I can remember, shortest short notice fight that I can remember.
Hmm.
But no, I mean I thought this was a solid fight, all things considered. I thought Ige looked as good as you could hope he would look on that level of notice.
Yeah.
I mean Lopez just had an answer for everything he was giving him though. He did slow down in the third round, but he did enough the first couple rounds. He almost finished him in the first.
Yeah. I was just checking Danny Gay's record. So he beat Andre Fili in his last fight. So he's coming off of a win, and then Bryce Mitchell got him before that. But like Danny Ige only lost to killers. Like he lost to Volov, Josh Emmett, the Korean Zombie,
Yeah, I mean,
Bryce Mitchell.
regardless of a notice of, time, it's a great win for Lopez's, resume.
Yeah, I mean Danny Ige's ranked number 13, so he'll get his spot.
Probably one of his better wins. I mean, I know like I think who did he fight last? He fought Yusuf last.
Yeah, and he knocked him out in like a minute or 30
Right.
seconds.
Yeah, I mean, Sadiq Yusuf was probably his biggest win before that.
Yeah,
I mean, Danny Ige higher profile than Yusuf.
yeah.
So yeah, I mean, great win for Lopez. Ige gained a lot of respect from I think everybody.
You know why Danny Ige lost?
Wow.
Because Satan was fighting against him.
Yeah, dude, it was
Bryce Mitchell fought Satan, and so Danny Ige is being
it
cursed by
was
Satan.
it was out spiritual guide that got him.
Yuri's Alex's black magic rubbed off on Ige.
Yeah, right.
Did you hear Dana White when he said after Yuri's like Alex using black magic to win? Dana's like, when we created this thing, we didn't realize the kind of characters we were gonna get.
Yeah.
Like, and he said that Yuri was like somewhere in the mountains, and they had to like go find him, and he was in like a shed or some shit on like a 3-day water fast, and he hadn't seen the sun in like 3 days. He was just like, in a shed, just sitting there for 3 days, not doing anything. And they're like, "Hey, you want to fight Alex?" And he's like, "Sure."
I'm ready. Travels the woods by night, travels the woods by day, dude.
Like when he won 300K, the number one comment was like when they announced like the performance of the night at UFC 300 and like Yuri won, they're like everybody's like what the fuck is Yuri gonna do with 300K?
Good. Yes.
Yeah. Nah, Diego Lopez looked good. I think he should fight I don't know, give him the loser of Arnold Allen Giga Chad.
Yep. Oh man. I turned on my blue light, now it's all messed up.
You look like you're on Mars.
Yeah, I was turning on my blue light for the computer.
Yeah. All right, next one. Or any other comments actually on this one?
No.
All
No,
right,
dude.
next one. Anthony Smith deletes a yeah, Anthony Smith beats everybody on paper.
Let's beat everybody on paper. Then they fight him and it doesn't work out. No, I mean Delite just implemented his game, man. I mean, he just did his thing. I mean, he out wrestled him. He was dancing and shit.
Yeah.
Struck him. It's a good win for Delete. Good short
Yeah.
notice win. Anthony Smith, letting us down again.
I think Alex Pereira should fight Anthony Smith next.
Why not, dude? Dude, his son plays as Anthony Smith when he fights in the UFC game.
Oh my God.
But no, for real, though, good for Delete. I don't know if
Yeah.
he'll stay at 205. He could probably do some damage at 205, to be honest. But
Uh, I think Delete is probably gonna go back to middleweight.
yeah, it's a good one. Kiasen fucking opened up the biggest cash of the night on Myro Buena Silva.
Dude, that was a big. I haven't seen a gash like that since my when I was training at that one gym. Do you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about?
Joey did.
Joey Deal. Joey Deal's gash was. I looked that up afterwards. I'm like, Jesus, you know what? This is comparable to Joey Deal's gash.
Really is. It's a nasty gash. Definitely a worthy doctor stoppage for sure.
Yeah,
Like you gotta go to the hospital, Myra Buena Silva.
yeah,
Oh, Kiasen got a performance of the night. She looked great. Did her
yeah. No,
thing.
she looked. It was like this was an exciting fight. This was way more exciting than Ian the Cuck Gary.
Yeah, the Ian Gary fight was all right. It was just, I mean, he did what he had to do. I mean,
MVP got robbed.
how did he get robbed? He got out wrestled the entire fight.
He won round 2 and 3. Like Ian didn't do shit in round 3 with that shit.
Nah, he was controlling him on the ground.
No, that doesn't matter.
No, I just think you're blindly hating on Ian Gary because you just don't like him.
If we're gonna go by damage, That's what we do right now, right? Damage. I thought MVP did more damage in round three.
It's effective striking, grappling, and octagon control.
All right, in that case, Jan won that fight against O'Malley. If we're gonna go back there.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we're not talking about that fight. We're just talking about this fight. But no, Ian Carey, I mean, he was more well-rounded than I mean, he wasn't faster than Michael Page. Michael Page definitely looked better than,
I I
but
wouldn't say
he looked like garbage on the ground. So
100% you're accurate on that, but I would also say Ian Gary's wrestling is below average at best. Like MVP's average wrestling is absolute garbage.
yeah, I mean, because he's not a wrestler. I mean, his
No.
game plan was just to disrupt him with the wrestling, and it just ended up,
I,
went his way, man. It-
I was talking to my wrestling coach today about the Ian Gary fight, and he's like, yeah, no, Ian Gary literally like these are takedowns high school kids could do 100 times better. Like Ian Gary does not know how to wrestle at all. It's just MVP is awful at this shit.
yeah, I mean, he's mainly a striker, and he switched up his game plan to nullify Michael Page. So Michael Page was faster than him on the feet. He's just
Yeah.
a better striker than Ian Gary because
Yep.
he's a specialist striker. So, so yeah, I mean, but I don't think it was. I don't think there was a question of the decision, dude. I mean, he
I
lost.
had MVP winning.
Yeah, but he did.
I
Uh,
think Ian Gary needs to fight Colby next. Like force Colby to sign that contract.
yeah, I mean, I have zero faith Colby's going to do that, but we'll see.
If not, give him either Bilal or Shafkat at the end of the year.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on how the Bilal Leon fight goes, but like Shavkat or like Jack
Oh
Della.
yeah, give him JDM because Shafkat's getting the next title shot after Leon Bilal.
Yeah,
Like Shafkat should have gotten his title shot literally a fucking year ago, but it is what it is.
yeah. So they'll probably do that. They'll probably have him fight like Jack Della or something like that, which makes sense.
Yeah. MVP should fight Wonder Boy.
But I mean, I mean, this is just, I mean, this fight, I mean, it wasn't like that. It wasn't like a special fight by any means. I mean, it was just,
Hmm.
he was rudimentary wrestling to just shut down Michael Page, and Michael Page couldn't do a damn thing about it. I mean,
Yeah.
uh, Joe Pyfer looked really good though. He knocked
Dude,
out
can we
Brawl.
agree the prelims outside of Pereira and Yuri, okay? Take that fight out. The main card was 1,000 times worse than the prelims. The prelims were so much better.
Yeah, I mean, the prelims were very exciting. I mean,
They were
the
so much better. Not
Joe
even
Pyfer
close.
looked great. I mean, Joe Pyfer just smoked Andre Brawl with a brutal knockout in the first round. He looked good. Great bounce back win for him. We'd Feely Cup Swanson went to war. Gotta love that. That's a throwback fight. Uh,
Dude, Cub Swanson looked fucking good.
Gene Silva. I think I'm saying that right. Was it John Silva or Gene Silva? I mean, he knocked out fucking Charles Jourdain, dude. The first guy
Yeah.
to ever knock out Charles Jourdain. That shit's crazy. Peyton Talbot looks great.
Yeah.
Insane that he is.
Peyton Talbot was like 16 seconds, right? Or some shit, or 30 seconds?
Yeah, 16 or
Yeah,
19.
that was wild.
Yeah, he just took him out right away. I
Yeah.
mean, he's one to watch for sure. Definitely one of the hottest prospects at 35.
Yeah, yeah. But shout out to Cub Swanson. I thought he looked really good. For his age, like where he's at in his career, he looked really good. Like that, he could have won that fight easily.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it was a split, just a tough loss for him. But I mean, hey, he looked great, or
Yeah.
he can still bang. You know what I mean? Like he still got it.
He's coming off of a win too. Like he's alternated between win loss. His last four, he's not doing bad.
Yeah, yeah. It's definitely been worse late stage career runs than what Cub Swanson is on. So
Yeah. Give Cub Swanson like, I don't know. Give him some tomato can next.
yeah, I'll find like a veteran or maybe like a younger, you know, contender series guy or something like that. To give him.
Hmm.
Jillian Robertson absolutely dominated Michelle Watterson,
Yeah.
retired her.
Andrei
This
Arlovsky needs to fucking retire.
this fight, this is probably the dud of the night. The Martin Buday, Andrei Arlovsky,
Yeah.
the sparring match that we just did not need to see.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean that was kind of a bummer.
This
That was
Ray,
really just like the one dud of the prelims. I feel was the
yeah,
Arlovsky fight.
the Ray to Surya, and
Ray,
Carlos Hernandez.
Ray Soria.
Yeah, that was a good fight. I like that one.
Mhm. Yeah, Hernandez got a round off him for
Mm-hmm,
he's a heavy underdog.
for
Came up
sure.
against
And
him.
then Oliveira beat Ricky Simone. I was surprised by this one.
Called it.
Oliveira looked really good. Like I thought Ricky Simone would do better.
I think Oliveira is kind of a dark horse. He looks really good.
Yeah.
He looked good anytime I've seen him fight. He's got a
Yeah.
good size for the division. Fights with length,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, plenty of highlights. I don't think there were any submissions. It was either like a decision or knockout.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. Robertson,
Fight of the night went to Andre Fili, Cub Swanson. I thought it should have gone to Danny Gay, Diego Lopez.
yeah, I mean those guys definitely deserve the bonus. But I mean, I feel like the Cub Swanson fight was a better fight
Mm-hmm.
with Feely. But yeah, I mean they paid those guys though. They paid Lopez and EA.
Yeah, I think this was a good, yeah.
I think the people who deserved it got their performance bonuses. Pfeiffer got a bonus. Feely, obviously Feely got one. Peyton Talbot, Pfeiffer, Kiasen, and Pereira got the performance bonuses. Then obviously Feely and Swanson got fight of the night.
Mm-hmm.
So so yeah, I mean, I thought it was a really good event overall. Can't complain.
Damn.
Great card.
Yeah. All
I
right.
was pretty bummed when Ortega fell out, but
Yeah, I wanted to
he
see T
came in and
City.
saved the day.
See, like this year's been so weird because Costas fought twice. What's his face? Whitaker's fought twice. Like they've been active. Like guys normally fight once a year are active. Like
Mhm.
Costa's been active. He fought twice in 4 months. Costa's active.
Yeah,
So I was surprised that T City was also not more active. I was like, dude, everybody's active now. Fuck yeah, this is what we want.
yeah. Just noticed that Gene Silva missed weight by a pound and a half. It's tough.
Rip. No. Any other comments on the card?
Not really. I thought it was a great card.
I
Mm,
thought the main card, the first and third fight were boring. The second fight was actually exciting. The women's fight was actually exciting. So shout out to the women for that. Y'all killed it. Ian the Cut Gary and MVP sucked. And honestly, Delete Anthony Smith was kind of boring. Like I did not. There may be like one or two moments. Outside of that, it was just boxing. It was just a basic ass boxing match or a little bit of sparring, pretty much.
yeah,
It was boring. Like the only time it was exciting was when Anthony Smith got knocked down and he like pushed his legs to like get Delete away. Like that was the only exciting thing. So yeah, I think overall the main card was disappointing. Like the two out of the five fights was disappointing. The other three was actually decent, but I thought the prelims were bangers.
yeah. The prelims definitely outshine the main
Because
card.
because it was not the early prelims, but the prelims, like the four fights, three knockouts, one fight of the night. You
Yeah,
can't ask for anything better.
yeah. That's what happens sometimes. The prelims go hard and the main card's a dud, or the prelims are duds and the main card goes super hard.
Yep.
It's
Any,
kind of
all
what happens.
right, so that's the end of that coverage. So there's no fights next week, but UFC Denver's the week after, and I am really disappointed to say Drew Dober is withdrawing.
It's a bummer.
Or not Drew Dober. Mike Davis is withdrawing because he's got a torn bicep, and we don't know if Drew Dober's gonna have a replacement.
Yeah. Cool. I get her.
So that fight is probably gonna be off. Let's assume it's off. Drew Dober also walks around at like 190, so it's hard for him to cut that weight without knowing his opponent.
Yeah.
So I don't think he's gonna fight. Maybe he will. I don't think he's gonna fight. Mike Malott is out. He got injured, so he's out. And then
Three fights in 12 years.
Macy Barber is out.
Yeah, the card's falling apart.
Dude, the last this event and this event that we just talked about and the next one we're talking about, they're both cursed right now. McGregor just cursed everything. You know what it is? Pereira's black magic is getting to everyone. Yuri just had to talk about it, you know?
Yeah, yeah. You mentioned that black magic, and it all goes downhill. Chama.
Yeah. So like, and like, think about this. I'm gonna pull up the last card, the last time UFC went to Denver. This was the this was the Korean Zombie Yair Rodriguez fight.
Right. Yeah,
You
those are
had
those are
Cowboy on that card with Mike Perry. You had Benil and Thiago Moses. Macy Barber fought on that card. Like, this was a banger of a card last time.
yeah, I think that was like an anniversary card. Like they had a whole special like octagon design and everything. They used like the original octagon design.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean this one's just falling apart, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
But uh but yeah, I mean, I don't know. They'll probably put something together for it though. They'll figure it out. Hopefully.
We'll see, but it's pretty much two crappy cards, and then so UFC after that it's an Apex card, so that one's not great either. But then after that it's the pay-per-view in London or in England and Manchester. That one's gonna be great.
Yeah. Yeah, Manchester's the next like real hotspot event to look out
Yeah.
for.
Yep. All right. In
Denver
terms of
card close together though. Mm.
in, in terms of fight news, the only news I have as of right now is um Duplessis Adesanya was officially signed. That's going to be the headliner for UFC Perth, the next pay-per-view in Perth, which is in the 18th or August something.
Right.
Then what else is there? Um, Tai Tuivasa and Rosenstruck are gonna fight. That's gonna be a
Rosenstrike, dude. Rosenstrike's finally got a fight.
yeah, dude. Ty might get cut if he doesn't win this fight.
Yeah, he'll pull through. We'll see what happens.
Why are they giving him a ranked guy? Give him a tomato can. Give him like a Gaziv.
He's too high profile at this point. Just give him tomato
He
can.
was he was one knock. He was a couple punches away from fighting John Jones for the undisputed belt. Because remember, he knocked down Cyril Gane. If he got him down, if he like hit him enough and knocked him out, boom.
Yeah, I mean, he was just inches away. The classic fight, but didn't work out that way though. Now he's just on the skid. But I don't know. I think Rosenstrike can be a good matchup for him. I mean, Rosenstrike's a very skilled striker,
Mhm.
so I mean that could definitely go either way. But
I think Rosenstruck's gonna knock him out.
an exciting matchup though.
Yeah,
So
but can you agree? Like, in the Gaziv fight, Rosenstruck looked really good. His takedown defense was great, and he looked very controlled. He was patient,
yeah,
and that
I mean, I think it's gonna be a very different matchup than the Gazee fight, but I think they can knock each other out, dude. I mean, honestly, it's not
But
like
like, but like the thing with Rosenstruck is that he's patient. He goes in when because he remember he's like former champion kickboxer, right? Was he a champion? I'm not sure, but
I don't think he was a champion, but he did have a pretty long
yeah.
kickboxing.
So he's got that background, so he's patient. Ty is a brawler. He goes in and goes with you. So like it's gonna be really hard, like for Ty to get in there with
Sure, but I
Rosenstruck.
mean,
Rosenstruck's gonna keep him at a distance.
I think sometimes with those conventional guys like Rosenstruck, if you're able to drag him into a brawl, then they start making like crazy mistakes that they don't normally make, and then
Mm-hmm.
that's when they slip up and they get
Francis.
because then you're right. I mean, then you're just in their game. So I mean, it all
Francis
really
Rosenstruck. You're exactly hitting it.
so I mean, it just depends on that really. Is it going to be a tepid kind of kickboxing fight? If so, that definitely favors Rosenstrike. But I mean, if Tuivasa is able to make it a brawl, then that just favors Tuivasa every time.
But I just think Ty's not there mentally anymore.
Yeah, you in his head,
Huh?
you in his head, you know that for sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I teleported inside of his brain.
Yeah.
It was all he thought about was fried kangaroo meat.
Look, some people think the Rosenstrike's the same way. So I mean, I think that's the idea of this matchup is like, all right, you got these two guys, they're both strikers. So a lot of people are saying, one or the other has lost a step. And so it's like, all right, well, let's see who's actually lost a step. And that's like what you're gonna actually see.
Hmm.
But
I was hoping for Derek Lewis Rosenstrike.
yeah, maybe I don't know. I mean, maybe Rose or Lewis, do you want to fly to fly to Perth to Tui Boss instead?
Probably,
It's all a
probably.
matter of timing, I guess.
Yeah. What else was the news? Yeah, so the rest of the year card is going to be UFC Noche or whatever the fuck. The pay-per-view and it's gonna be at the Sphere.
Right.
It's gonna be UFC 300 level event. Dana's already spent 16 million. He's probably gonna spend more. Perth is the pay-per-view for August. October, they're gonna go to Abu Dhabi at the end of October. And then I think 2 weeks later, they're gonna do the UFC pay-per-view in New York, like literally 2 weeks later.
It's gonna
It's
be a
usually
strong,
around Veterans Day weekend.
strong last quarter of the year.
Yeah. And then last pay-per-view is gonna be in Vegas probably for December. I think that one's gonna be that one's probably gonna be the Pereira fight
Yeah. Yeah. It'll probably be like Pereira, Ankalaev in Abu Dhabi or something like that. Or was it gonna be in Saudi?
in Vegas.
Okay.
No, Saudi Arabia or Saudi Arabia. What is it called? The Abu Dhabi pay-per-view probably will be Islam and Arman
Right.
because they're not gonna the UAE people they don't want they want Islam. It's like we want Islam. He's the biggest name in the Muslim world right now.
Yeah, I mean, I was just thinking because of Ankalaev, I might put it there.
No, Alex wants to fight at the end of the year. He wants to take 6 months off. Which, if anybody deserves 6 months off, it's Alex.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got to recover.
Yeah, but like
Fuck
also,
his toes getting popped out when he's kicking the guy in the head and shit.
yeah, for sure. But like, yeah, Alex just, I think in general, yeah, he readjusted his toes as well, like popping back in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, I think in general, Alex deserves this. Like, and also, Ankalaev does not deserve a title shot in his backyard.
Yeah. That's fair.
Like the dude, you don't dictate terms. You're not a champion. You're literally you had the one shot and you fucked it up. So yeah.
Yeah, we'll see how that all plays out.
And then what was the other news?
Not as anything, it's that nothing is nothing happens until it's actually happening in front of you.
Yeah,
If that makes sense, but or nothing is given until it actually is fucking taking place.
yeah. And then the last thing is there's rumors they might switch the Chiesa what was it? Is Chiesa fighting for Tony?
Chiesa is fighting Tony Ferguson and Nick Diaz is fighting Vicente
They
Luque.
might switch it. There's been rumors about it on some meme pages I follow for MMA.
Rumors on meme pages, huh?
That's what I'm seeing. The Dana might do it. I hope they fucking do it because Chiesa was ranked not that long ago and Lique is ranked right now. Give them each other, and then
It's Luque,
give
bro. It's Luque.
whatever. Give the Brazilian to Chiesa, and then have Tony fight Nick Diaz. Come on.
Yeah, no, that would make most sense. Hopefully they end up doing that, but I don't know.
The people want to see the people pay, as Yoel Romero once said, the people pay for the pay-per-view. And we want to see, even though it's a fight night in Abu Dhabi, we still want to see Tony and Nick Diaz. Like that fight should have happened a long time ago. We want to see it happen now.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know what they're planning with this matchup, so we'll see. I don't know what kind of influence these main pages that you're following have, but we'll see what happens.
Also, speaking of boxing, Ryan Garcia got suspended for a year.
Right.
And Zach educated me. It's going to be observed everywhere around the world. The Saudis will not bail him out.
Mhm. Yeah, he's not fighting for a year. It's
Yeah.
not gonna happen.
And then what's their face? Does he have to return all that money he won betting himself on?
I don't know. I don't know how that works. I don't know if he did that through like a bookie or if he did that through like
I have
DraftKings
no
or
idea.
something. I don't know like what he did it with. So I mean that's his personal business, dude. Look, the guy fumbled the bag. That's all you gotta know.
He what's the other one? Uh fuck. Tank fought recently. We didn't talk about that,
We did. We talked about it last week, didn't
did we?
we? Yeah.
No.
But yeah, you know.
Anthony Joshua and Dubois or whatever the fuck. How do you say his name?
Yeah, Dubois, you got it.
Dubois? Actually, I didn't butcher her name. Wow, I butcher names all the time. But
Yeah.
Dubois and
Yeah,
Anthony
lemon
Joshua are
chop
fighting
level
for the
pronunciation.
yeah. Dubois and Anthony Joshua are fighting for for the undisputed IBF title.
Yeah. And Usyk sent him a message being like, "Here's a gift. I give you my IBF title."
Yeah, because he's gonna fight Fury. I think probably around Thanksgiving time,
Yeah.
and then from there it's like we'll see what happens with everything else.
Yeah. We'll see.
But yeah. As for the Culture Neil segment, I watched what is it? I rewatched Whitaker Adesanya one.
Yeah. What's your takeaway on that?
Dude, Izzy was insanely good. It was like, God fucking damn.
Really special performance because Whitaker is just on an absolute roll.
Yeah,
Adesanya comes in and it's just like a ghost. I mean,
that's the thing. Like Pereira all time in UFC standards, I don't think you can ever pass Izzy unless he gets more title defenses because Izzy beat Whitaker twice. Robert Whitaker is one of the most special fighters ever.
yeah, yeah. I mean, that's the thing that Adesanya has over Pereira is just like the longevity of it. I think Pereira is stacking up. I mean, he's gonna have his own extensive highlight reel and all that.
Yeah.
If he can win the heavyweight title, that'll really like elevate him in a special way. And that'll be a very singular achievement. If he
I
could,
I I think three title defenses at light heavyweight beats Adesanya's five title defenses because he did it. He won two weight class titles.
I don't know. Adesanya also won the interim title. That crazy fight over Gastelum. I
That's
mean, I don't
true.
know, man. Adesanya has so many title fight victories. So
I think Pereira will probably defend the belt probably four times at light heavyweight. I have him winning. I have him beating Uncle Live, and I have him beating one more guy because I think they're gonna be like, all right, listen, Tom Aspinall still got to fight John Jones,
mm,
but I think what's gonna happen is they're gonna promote Aspinall to undisputed once Jones and Miocic both retire, and then they're gonna be like, all right, Tom, your second title defense because I think he'll count Blades as one or whatever the fuck they'll do. The second one will be Pereira.
yeah, I mean, Pereira is going to be fit in if he's still, obviously if he's still the champion, he'd be fit in after the John Jones situation is resolved, whether or not he retires or if he actually fights the Blades Aspinall winner. I
He
mean,
won't.
it's just all going to depend on that.
He won't. Dana's gonna be like, I'm not gonna pay. He's getting paid 15 million to fight Stipe. He's gonna do that and then get the fuck out.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we'll see what
Yep.
happens.
All right. Th Thanks everyone for thanks. Oh, by the way, I've noticed our subscribers, our views. We're averaging 50 views the last two, three videos.
Oh, we're nice.
We're getting there, man.
Shout out to our viewers. We appreciate you.
Yeah. We're not sponsored by Buffalo Wild Wings. But hey, B-Dubs, if you want to sponsor us, we're looking for
This
sponsors.
this week we were sponsored by Alex Pereira's Black Magic Demon.
We were
That's what it
sponsored.
is.
We were sponsored by. We were also sponsored by Yuri's Samurai Roots.
Yeah, yeah. Yuri's Bushido and fucking Pereira's Black Magic Demon.
Dude,
Last
Yuri
week we
just.
were. Last week we had. Last week we had Joe Pfeiffer's separated shoulder. That's what episode was brought to you by last week.
This episode is also brought to you by Joe Pfeiffer's parents. They love you, Joe.
Jesus Christ, dude. Out of pocket. Come on, man. You guys got a victory now. Come on. Little
The,
lose
the
victory.
dude literally opened up with Joe. Before we get started, I want to let you know my parents abandoned me when I was 5. I'm like, you gotta let Joe ask you that. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, rough way to start a conversation, but he had a lot to say, dude. He's on the Joe Rogan experience. Come on.
Why was he on the Joe Rogan experience? He was a non-ranked
Fighter.
fighter.
Because he's a fighter.
He's a non-ranked fighter. I want the Joker on there. I think Jack Hermanson has got a story I want to hear.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know, man. Crazy stuff. Crazy, crazy shit.
Yeah. Also, Joe Rogan. We're looking to have guests on. Come
Yeah.
through, Joe Rogan.
No, we're gonna need some. We'll get some fighters on here eventually. Who knows?
Yeah. All right, that's the wrap, y'all. Thank you guys for showing up.